Hey guys, it's Melanie the Mystic back with another reading for you here on my YouTube channel at Melanie the Mystic Tarot and more. Thank you, and thank you to everyone that is here supporting, subscribing, liking, watching my videos, watching them all the way through. Okay, I appreciate you guys so much. I love all the comments. I try to answer back when I can. I do engage in multiple projects and have a lot going on in life generally. So if I miss your comment or don't get to it, I very much apologize. I try to like everyone's comments. Okay. But at the very least, I try to at least like them. You know what I mean? Because I want you guys to know that I appreciate you. But yeah. So really quick, I just want to remind you guys that for those of you that are here that don't know me, or if you're new here coming across this video by chance or by accident or whatever you want to call it, there's probably some kind of message here for you, and that's why you stumbled across this video. And I am Melanie the Mystic. I am a psychic medium and I read energies. I am very intuitive and connected, and I channel information from spirits for myself and all of you. So my favorite form of divination, which I use in like many, but my favorite is the cards. And it was the first form of divination besides a pendulum that my spirit guides led me to use as well. So it's always going to be my favorite. But please remember that these readings, I am tapping into your past, your present, and future things that have not happened yet, okay? Also keep in mind that we all have masculine and feminine energies. So no matter what I say, you know your person better than I do. Sorry, I can't even blow my nose anymore. Nothing will come out. It's my allergies. I apologize. But anyhow, these readings are timeless, and my readings on any of my platforms are. If you want to follow me on my other platforms, I always put the information in the description box below every single video here. I have Facebook, Instagram, and a TikTok channel. Go check me out. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. And if you do, I appreciate you. Thank you. And reverse the roles if needed, and cross watchers are always welcome. All right, man, I have been drinking too much. I quit drinking coffee, and then I've been drinking coffee like the past week. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I've been really tired and dragging ass this past week. I did go out of town for work, and I went and I did what's called a psychic wine and dine event, where I traveled to Pennsylvania with some friends. And I was one of 5 psychics and readers that went to read for some clients there, people that signed up for wanting readings with us, and it was such a fun time. I love doing those events. It's great, and I love being able to branch out, travel a little bit, meet new people, and it works out that I can ride with my friends, because I can't drive far distance. I mean, I can drive far distances, but it drains my energy really bad. Driving drains my energy. The concentration and focusing on driving drains my energy. And then all the people around me drain my energy, because while I'm driving, I don't know about you guys that read energy, but when I'm driving, it's a whole different ballgame than when I'm a passenger in a vehicle. When I'm a passenger, I can relax, look out the window at the pretty scenery, right? That's me. But when I'm driving, I am focused on every single person around me, because it's my job to keep myself safe, anyone in the vehicle safe. I'm operating the vehicle. You know what I mean? And when I tap into all the people's energies around me, so that I know, is someone's going to cut me off? Someone going to slam on their brakes in front of me? Why is someone on my ass? Blah, blah, blase. I tap into everyone's energies, no matter what they are. They could be angry. They could be late for something. They could be rushing to the hospital frantically. Who knows, right? But all those energies just, woof, man, it eats me up alive. And the further I drive somewhere, the worse it is. It's crazy. And yes, I put myself in a protection bubble. I pray. I ask for protection. I call and invoke Archangel Michael. to protect me, all kinds of stuff. I wear protective jewelry, the whole 9 yards, and it's still, energy is very intense, okay? It is. And maybe Spirit wanted me to tell you guys that, because whoever's watching this today, I feel intuitively like, and this doesn't even have anything to do with this reading. Well, maybe it does. I haven't got to channeling all the way yet, but I feel like intuitively you are someone that reads energies, you pick up on energies, you feel energies, okay? And it can get really intense for you, is what I'm feeling. And the more you acknowledge that you're reading energies, the more it doesn't get easier to feel what you feel, but at least it gets more comfortable because you understand what you feel when you pick up on other people's energies, and you start to understand that not everything you feel belongs to you. Not everything you feel is yours, okay? And it can get really confusing at times if you get around somebody in the grocery store that you don't even know and didn't even speak to, but they're mad crazy depressed and really just low and down and out, upset, and then all of a sudden you just take on this horrible sadness and like grief or something, and you just feel like, you know, somebody you know died or something. You're so upset and everything, and you're like, but I was happy 2 seconds ago. I don't understand. That's what's happening, is you're feeling other people's energies that you were around, even people you don't know. So that's why it gets confusing. And I just have to say, warning to anyone that wants to open up more your gifts and abilities. I always encourage that, but it comes with a warning label, right? That people aren't always aware of. And the warning is, when you start opening up yourself to reading energies more clearly, start opening up your crown chakra to receive more, start opening up your third eye to see more and know more, it gets really intense, and your spirit guides will only baby step you through at the pace that you're able to go through that at. However, there's no going back. You can't keep the receipt and return it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take it back. You can't exchange it to go back to the way you were before. You can't undo it. You can't, I don't want to say you can't close, you could get really low vibrational in life and it would close up your gifts, your chakras, create blockages within you and all that. But you know, that would, like, to become low vibrational, you have to engage in really, really, really negative activities and be around like the darkest, most negative people on a regular basis. And I just don't see anybody wanting to do all of that and ruin their life just to close up their gifts and abilities. You know what I mean? But hey, you never know. But that to me is not an option, to go back. Like, I would never go back. The more enlightened I become and the more awake I am, and the more my gifts and abilities open, the more blessed I feel. And yeah, it's hard to know so much, and it's hard to tap into all these energies with all this hate in the world and all the bullshit going on and all the madness and craziness and mental illness and hate and violence, and but there's also happiness and peace and joy and bliss and serenity and tranquility, and there's people that are happy, and there's people that are happy to be alive, and there's people that love to help others, and there's people that just love to love. So it really does balance out. So something about spirit wants you to know that don't focus on the negative things in the world, or the negative things we encounter in life, like bumps in the roads and stuff like that. That yes, there's lows, but there's always highs. And I don't know why, but spirit wanted me to tell you guys all that. So let me get a drink. So, having said that, let's get into this. So, interestingly enough, I just looked at the camera to see how far we were in time-wise, and it just hit 10 minutes on the dot. So 1000. 10 minutes looks like the number 1000 if you take out the, oh geez, I can't remember what the two dots are called in between the numbers. I totally know. I'm just really tired from traveling out of town and doing all those readings and everything else. But colon or semicolon. I know one's got the comma and the other two's the dots. I think it's the colon. But anyway, like it even mattered, right? But I'm a Virgo, and of course I am a perfectionist, so I had to figure it out, right? But anyways, so with the 1 amplified by 3 zeros, I was getting that you guys have this really big new beginning that you've manifested in, and it's a whole like life-changing situation, and your first card out is end of a cycle. So it really makes sense too that as I was picking this up, I was just thinking about how I was going to grab this card when I looked and saw it was switched to 10. So that's really, really good. You guys, the 3 zeros amplifying that 1 just shows how advanced you are, whoever you are. You are really within your divinity. You pretty much know your purpose. There's probably some things you still haven't figured out yet because we don't always have it all figured out. But you are in the right direction. You're on the right path. You are confident in yourself. You love yourself. You love who you are. And that's why you have triple zeros amplifying and adding the universal energies to this new beginning for you, because you're coming out of this huge life cycle, and it's time for you to embark on this whole new adventure that's getting ready to unfold before you. And I'm hearing it's going to be so exciting. So wow. And the next card out is New Perspective, and it's like, yeah, you have a new perspective on life, on everything around you, on your connections, on, what you do, just on everything. Like, you're just perceiving things differently because you've leveled up. Oh, forgot to show you guys. And then the next one is Crossroads. So, yeah, you were at some kind of crossroads at some point, past, present, or future, remember now. And when you reach this crossroads is when you realize or have some kind of epiphany that throws you into a new way of seeing things, and then that's where the new perspective comes from. That's how this cycle finally ends for you, is when you have this epiphany that brings in new ways of seeing things, new perspective over things. And then it finally ends that old cycle for you so you can move forwards into this new beginning. And all along the while, you've been regaining your balance all throughout this, just getting balanced within all of the newness that's been ushering in. When we go through transformative experiences in our life that help us gain new perspective, have epiphanies and realizations, and also when we're ending a cycle on top of that as well, it's like you're doing 2 major things at once. You were ending a cycle and ending a huge transformation, so it was like a double whammy for you. And then, boom, you got like blasted with this new perspective of seeing whatever is around you differently, everything around you, everyone, everything, whatever you engage in, new perspective over all of it. It's like you're a brand new person. You think differently, you see things differently, you know more than you did before, but yet deep down, you're still the same person. But yet you've changed so much. It's like really crazy. And it's all because you got the Dark Night of the Soul card here. And basically what I'm getting is you definitely, actually, gotta do this. And then mirroring was the last one of those. But you definitely went through a really deep dark night of the soul. And you guys, this dark night of the soul was this transformation you just recently went through. Or remember, this could be your past or your future. If you feel like this sounds like something you're about to go through. If you haven't went through this yet and it's in your near future, you'll still resonate with this because you'll feel energetically like these are your messages even though it hasn't happened yet, okay? But it's like this dark night of the soul was a really big deep one, even though you've been through many others already up to this point. This one was a really deep one because I feel like the more dark night of the soul experiences we go through, and for anyone that is unsure of what that means, a really quick definition of that for those of you that don't know and want to know, it's just a transformative experience, which we go through many different types of transformations throughout our life as we live. This is a particular transformative experience where we literally transition into a brand new person. It's like shedding your skin, like a, what sheds their skin? Caterpillars, moths? No, moths don't. Do caterpillars shed their skin? I don't freaking know. You know, like a cicada, because I'm from the country, those things, the noisy things in the tree, they leave those empty, like, cocoon shell, and they, like, come out of it as, like, a flying creature, and they're all brand new. Oh, snakes. I'm sitting here like, what sheds their skin? Duh, snakes. You guys are probably like, snake, stupid snake. Right? But anyway, yeah, like a snake shedding its skin for real is what I would call a dark night of the soul if it's done properly and you allow the transformative experience to happen the way it needs to. All right? And basically letting it happen means you'll start to have these really negative repressed emotions and things like that that are buried within you deeply will start to bubble up to the surface, and it forces you to acknowledge what is going on, you know? So basically, some people will refuse to go through the dark night of the soul by continuously ignoring everything that's bubbling up to the surface. But you, my friend, you are a warrior, and you chose to fight these suppressed emotions and the darkness within you head on. These are what people call skeletons in the closet. Dark Night of the Soul deals with that. Okay, your demons, other people will call it. Dark Night of the Soul deals with your demons. Okay, this can be toxic negative traits that you personally have. These are your own personal demons, and these are other demons that were like put within you through other people hurting you, betraying you, breaking your heart, you know, lying to you, deceiving you, all of that kind of stuff. So you are somebody that is really strong, and you were able to go through this dark night of the soul. You dove in head first. Like if it was a body of water you had to dive into, and you could either dive in head first or jump in feet first, you chose to dive in head first because you weren't afraid to face these things. Yes, it hurt to face them. Yes, maybe some of you cried, and yes, maybe some of you like had a little bit of, you know, some dark days, okay, while dealing with this, but that's part of it, because It's you shedding all of that old off of you. And I just saw my clock change to 2:22. So look at that. Beautiful. You guys like my little eagle statue? It was my dad's, and when he died, I took a bunch of his eagle statues because he loved eagles. And I don't know why, something made me say that. So somebody out there watching, maybe you love eagles. Maybe someone you know that passed liked eagles. Maybe the eagle is your spirit animal. Maybe you've seen an eagle recently and it would tell you this is your reading. Maybe you see eagles frequently because it's your spirit guide or something like that. Okay, maybe you need to look up what it means to have the spirit animal of the eagle be with you, because there could be some more messages there for you. Okay. But, oh shoot, I have to use both my fingers to pinch the screen back down. Okay. Oh, how were we? Oh, there's my leg. Holy crap. Why is my screen so tiny now? It was not like that before. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. There we go. All right. Sorry, it's not that noisy on this side, but man, that sounds, I know when I do the edit and playback, it is really noisy when I am turning and I have to crank this thing to hold it tight to keep the camera still. But anyway, yeah, also angel number 222 may hold some really significant meaning for you. And it's funny that it came out during this reading, because there is someone here in your energy in the tarot that we're going to get into in the next part of this read. I wanted to start it out reading what I saw for you guys in these cards. And this last mirroring card with the Dark Night of the Soul has to do with this person in your energy. Because, okay, here's the thing. This could be a twin flame reading for some of you, but I know not everyone believes in it. You don't have to. And for those that don't believe in the twin flame thing or whatevs, we do have soulmates, and this is some kind of soulmate. This is somebody that you are connected to in the spirit realm. Okay, so there is a soul connection to this person, whatever it is, whether it's twin flame, just something high level, a karmic, or just a regular soulmate, someone you were just supposed to have in your life. Some of our soulmates are meant to be lovers, some are meant to be friends, some are come through and they're a family member. All right. So there's all different types of connections of soulmates that we can have, and everyone does have. But the thing is, this particular soulmate for you, you guys are mirroring each other at this time, or they're mirroring you. Like, it's either, for some of you, this person in your energy, they are going through a dark night of the soul now, but you've just come out of yours, and now they're mirroring you and they're going into one. Others of you, you and this person were going through this dark night of the soul kind of together and at the same time, and have been mirroring each other all throughout, okay? So yeah, a lot of mirroring going on. And the mirroring is what's giving me twin flame energy. For those of you that believe in that, or for those of you that are resonating with that, okay, this person could definitely be a twin flame of yours. And like I always say, I believe we have multiple twin flames because we do have free will. And whatever you and your twin flame signed up in an agreement of before this life, if you or your twin goes against the contractual agreement that was settled upon, then you or your twin can be demoted by God at any time throughout the connection or your life, and you become that person's false twin, or they become your false twin. That's what I believe, for those of you that are into that and believe in that. For others of you, it's just a soulmate thing that you guys are just connected, and we all have contractual agreements with all kinds of people in our life to teach each other things, you know. So God can sever that bond or connection between the two of you, break that soul tie that the two of you have if one of you goes against the agreement. Okay? But man, this mirroring, I can't quit staring at it. There's a lot of heavy energies here. So whatever you went through in your dark night of the soul recently that had you really down and out and in your feels and just feeling like depressed, lonely, confused, you know, all those things that the dark night brings out of us, your person here is now mirroring and going through all of that. And for some of you, they went all through it while you were going through it. And they may have been like wearing a false mask, pretending like everything was fine. But behind the surface, they were like freaking out, stressed, panicking, confused, chaotic energy, you know, or they're going through that now. And it's like this person they needed this dark night of the soul, and you ignited and sparked it to happen within them or for them, because it was part of the agreement between the two of you that after you guys met, that things would kind of stay slow and steady and not much would take off between the two of you, just a light connection. And it was just enough for your energy to affect this person in such a way that it forced them into this dark night of the soul that they had to have. They needed this transformation. It's like you guys agreed upon this. This is what this person came, part of what this person came here for, was to transform and be a certain way, do certain things. And without this transformation that you triggered them to go through, they were not going to be headed on the right path in the right direction. So part of tweaking them back onto the right path was this dark night of the soul. That you triggered them to go through. So maybe at first this person, they may have really responded in a very positive way to you right off the bat, but then really quickly, a few weeks in, they may have got really weird and started rejecting you, neglecting the connection, backing away from you, because they got really uncomfortable because you were stirring up a dark night of the soul within them, and they didn't understand that or what was happening, and they were thinking that these negative feelings and emotions they were feeling was maybe because of you, or because that they weren't supposed to get close with you, or they weren't supposed to continue the connection with you, or something like that is what I'm getting. Because basically they were confused. They didn't know what to think, right? And it's crazy too, because look at how this person comes out. Okay, I was shuffling the tarot, and these three cards fell out together all in reverse on top of my foot. So I took them that way. I wasn't going to do reversals, but now I see why they came out in reverse. So let's talk about this person and this energy they were in. This is the King of Wands in reverse, then the Nine of Wands in reverse, then the Knight of Wands in reverse. So can I just say, heavy fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, okay? And I just got to say, too, with the rest of the tarot, we have 3 cards with Aries. I'm sorry, 5 cards with Aries, 5 cards Sagittarius. So heavy Aries, heavy Sagittarius, all right? Heavy Leo as well. Then we do have 1 Aquarius and 1 Gemini card out here as well. Okay, but please don't restrict this reading to those zodiac signs. That's just for any of you that resonate and you know what your person's sign is, or maybe one of those is your sign, okay? But whoever this individual is, they're definitely a masculine coming out as all these wands right off the rip. And they're definitely a very passionate individual, and or they desire lots of things in life. They chase after their desires in life, okay? And so I'm getting that whoever this masculine is, they were desiring you or are desiring you. Okay, because if this is somebody's past from like a long ass time ago and this already happened, then it would be was, you know what I mean? But This masculine is desiring you, okay, big time. But the problem is they want what they can't have at this time, is what Spirit is saying, because if they're in this energy, then Spirit said they'll be blocked from being able to create a connection with you, because right now, this is the energy this person is in, okay? They are, as the King of Wands in reverse, this person can be extremely rude because they don't think about what they say before they say it. They don't consider that they could hurt someone's feelings, okay? So this person already right off rip is coming off as very detached and cold, unemotional, unempathetic. If those are, I don't even know if you can add "un" to those words, but I did it. I think unemotional works, but I don't know about unempathetic. But anyway, I think I did that in another reading too. But anyway, this person, they don't seem to have any empathy in it. I don't think that they were born without empathy. I think that they just went through some sort of abuse or neglect or trauma throughout their younger years as a small child that forced them into this energy of being stubborn and rigid and rude and forceful and maybe even a bully. Like maybe they feel like they have to be a bully to protect their own self, because maybe deep down they are emotional, is what it feels like. It's like this person, they come off as arrogant, reckless, hyperactive. They got this daredevil energy. They're overly confident, completely fearless. They can be really loud. They're a big show off. They're always trying to impress everyone. They refuse to compromise with others because it's got to be their way or no way. They're a control freak. All right. They always have to be the last one standing. They always have to win every competition. That kind of energy, right? But the thing is, this person even may at some point reach the part of being so low vibrational that they were like had dictator energy, tyrant energy, abusive energy, just completely nasty, mean. Not to mention they're extremely impulsive. And again, I'm reading this person's energy for at the time of whenever you knew them and whenever this was going on. If this is currently happening for you, then this is this person's energy now. Okay, but if this was back in the past, this person could have changed by now. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm reading for when this is taking place for you, but there is something big going on here, though, where this person is being forced to go through this dark night of the soul through meeting you. And it's because they're supposed to be all three of these in the upright. And Spirit is trying to work with this person to make them somebody that loves life, loves themselves, and has true, real confidence, not fake confidence that they pretend to have, or not using this false persona of someone that they aren't actually, to impress others around them and make it seem like they're confident when really they're not, because they're just acting and they're being fake and false, and that's not even who they actually are. Wow. And really, this person is meant, they came here to be passionate about being a warrior, to fight in this spiritual battle on this planet, to help raise this planet's vibration. This person could be some kind of light worker, and they have taken a really dark path. And Spirit is like, oh, no, no, no. We got a divine intervention. This person is completely on the wrong path, and they need a whole 360 here, like 180 or whatever. They need to completely turn this around. And so that's where you came in. Just meeting this person, and not even that much took place between the two of you, and already over a period of time since they've known you, this person has dramatically changed, okay? And I do feel like too that they're lacking in their energy at this time, feeling really fatigued and drained, and it's taking a damper on their life and their situation. Also, it's making them feel like life is like an ongoing battle at this time. Like they keep having to fight to keep their head above water kind of energy. And really, they're supposed to level up here to being this king or this emperor. More Aries energy. Both of these are Aries, so but your person doesn't have to be Aries, but they totally could be. You could also be as well, but don't have to be. But it's like they're going to be shown some kind of vision, some kind of daydream, something in their dreams at night when they're sleeping, who and what they're really supposed to be, or like for some of you, maybe the two of you are supposed to come together in a romantic connection. And or for others of you, maybe you and this person are supposed to work together or be business partners or create something together, or maybe you're just supposed to be friends and have some kind of platonic connection. But whatever this is, this person, I think they're having dreams about you, and they're very vivid and they seem really real. And at first it was like freaking this person out, but now it's making this person like want to level up in life. It's like they want to match you where you're at, because being the emperor is being the best you can be. It's leveling up the highest you can go. It's being at your highest vibrational frequency that you can be at, which is being your best. And it's like this person, they are mirroring you in a way that now they're following in your footsteps because you have done so much work on yourself, healed, grown, and expanded. You've leveled up in life because of it. And this person sees that about you. Even if they never knew you that well or still don't know you that well, they see that about you. And they are very, I don't want to say envious, because envious is kind of on the negative side of things, but they want to, they're taking it as an influence, like you are influencing this person to want to be better and do better in life so they can have more and have better. Because it's like they know they deserve better, and they know they deserve to be around better people, and they want to leave all this low vibrational shit behind, but they're having a hard time getting rid of all this low vibrational crap that they surround themselves with. And this is a lot of toxic and negative habits, traits, addictions for some. And the worst of all, they're around a lot of low vibrational people that are really influencing this person and the decisions that they make in life, because these people are always talking them into doing the opposite of what they really should be doing. And it's because these low vibrational people don't have this person's best interest at hand. And that's the problem. But here's the thing. This person that's all up in your energy, this masculine, another Aries card, they've gained some kind of foresight here. All right. They've gained some foresight, and they realize that they're going to have to come up with some kind of new plan of action to move forward here in trying to connect further with you. Okay, I'm not sure what happened, and it will be different for everyone, but something happened, whether it was big or small, between you and this person, that they may have been rude to you. I'm heavily getting for a lot of you. Or maybe you energetically picked up on like their negative, toxic energies. Or maybe they did something toxic that you found out about or saw, and you were like, oh. Or they said something toxic to you or to someone else that told you, and you were like, oh. You know what I mean? And maybe that made you take a step back. But something happened to kind of like push you away from this person. And when that happened, that's when it threw this person into this dark night of the soul experience that they were definitely not expecting. But now this person when they're coming out of this dark night of the soul, they're at a crossroads because now they're perceiving everything differently. When they end this cycle of this transformation of this dark night, they're gaining new knowledge, wisdom, and foresight. Okay, they're able to know and see more things about their future intuitively, and it concerns some kind of connection with you. And this person is completely aware of this now once they come out of the dark night of the soul. And so they're going to heavily come up with a new plan of action and trying to move forward with you. They're gaining more confidence through this transition. And they realize that their true happiness lies with a connection with you, no matter what kind of connection this is. And that the choice they need to make in moving towards you could bring the outcome that they have been working so hard for. But this next part's crazy. So we have the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Oh yeah, since these cards don't have the numbers on them, I wasn't even thinking. But yeah, this is the 8. So the 7 and the 8 of Swords. So there's more messages about the fact that both of you are moving upwards, scaling up, growing, expanding. Okay, coming out of these huge transformations, because these numbers are counting upwards, 7 to 8, you know, and 10 is the end of a cycle. So feels like this masculine in your energy is at an 8 with his dark night of the soul. So that person, because it could be a masculine woman for some of you too, but he is really close. I feel like you've already completed the end of your dark night of the soul this time, and this masculine is right behind you, but just like 2 little steps behind you, but like real close. So they're mirroring what you already went through, basically, except for a few of you went through this almost at the same time. But here's what's weird, okay? This person, they're meant to go through this dark night of the soul because God is hoping that it's going to wake them up and it's going to switch them. I should turn these back around because they were in reverse. But it's going to switch this person's energy from this negative toxicity into being in the upright, in the positive, as an emperor here. But only if this person learns their lessons and allows themselves to move forward by gaining the knowledge necessary, perceiving things differently, understanding things differently. And only they can shift into that. You know, no one can force that. But this is what's weird. It's like there was something going on here with this person where I'm seeing in these images, it looks like this person was or is in an energy where they're used to lying all the time because it's part of the fake persona that they took on to protect themselves. And now they lie so much that they don't know how to not lie. Okay, and it feels like they want to learn how to stop, but it's really hard for them. And that's why they're stuck in the end of this dark night of the soul at the level 8. But they need to get to 9 and then 10 to complete it. But they're having a hard time and they're stuck at that level 8 right now because they got to learn how to stop lying and tricking people to get what they want. They have to stop cheating to get their way to the top. You know, they have to stop taking from others to come up, and they need to start caring more about the fact that that hurts people and being, you know, letting their empathy be turned on and not being so detached and closed off out of fear and anxiety and whatever else. Also, too, this person, they're so lost that they run around doing these dangerous, risky things, and it almost seems like they're doing it for attention. It's almost like this person has some parental issues with their mom and their dad. They never felt like either of their parents ever gave them enough attention in life. And it makes, and then they don't feel like they get enough attention from their friends, their acquaintances, and other family members and whatnot. Maybe even romantic partners don't pay enough attention to this person. And this person feels like they have to go above and beyond to do these dangerous, risky things to get people's attention, to get people to want to pay attention to them, to get people to care about them, be worried about them, express emotion for them, express that they care, you know, or show this person that they care by being worried about them. Wow, I feel it. I was like that when I was really young, and I did some really dangerous things that I'm lucky to be alive. I was risking my life on a regular basis, doing really crazy shit of all kinds, and I did it for attention, you know, because I was going through the same kind of stuff. So I resonate with this person. I understand, but being this ugly, mean, rude, nasty, arrogant, you know, bully, abusive, nasty person isn't going to get them anywhere. And God's like, oh my gosh, this person is so on the wrong path. This is not who they're supposed to be. They were supposed to transmute all the negativity they went through and make it better themselves, but they, you know, failed at that, which a lot of people do. I did too. It took me many years to come out of all that. But it's like this person picked up narcissism, but they weren't born that way. They created it within themselves through their abuse, which is what most people do. But it looks like what you didn't see at first was this person. See how you're surrounded by all these swords? Come a little closer. And it looks like, see, they come up here and then it looks like they circle around you, but then it looks like these swords should come up and these are missing. Like there should be some here and they're missing. And then it looks like this person, this masculine in your energy, kind of snuck in and they stole these swords from over here while you weren't looking. Okay? So what that's telling me is whoever this person, this masculine is, he wanted to come in at first and hurt you somehow, take something from you. He had this nasty plan where he was pretending to like you, pretending to be your friend, spying on you, figuring out, you know, a little bit about you to come off like a friend to you, to get you in a position to get something that he wanted from you. And it didn't work out because you quickly figured out he was in this negative energy. You quickly figured out he was lying to you and trying to trick you and be deceptive, trying to take something from you. Now, this could have been something tangible, like maybe they could have wanted to take money from you. Okay, or this could have been something like physical, like maybe they wanted to get sex from you or get you in bed one time, you know, that whole conquest bullshit, or something like that. But also, too, this could be that this person was stealing your energy, trying to steal your time, okay, and stuff like that. So, you know, take it how it resonates, but it feels like when you knew this person in the beginning, you felt trapped and restricted, okay? Like you couldn't move forward with anything in your life because all you could do was think about them. Maybe you felt like this person put some kind of weird spell on you. Or for some of you, if this is love stuff, maybe this person put some kind of love spell on you or something. And you were just anxious all the time. Like if you knew you were going to see this person or they were going to be around your friend group or somewhere that you would bump into them at or something like that, you would get really nervous before seeing them. But then when they would come around, you would be even more nervous, and you weren't showing it on the outside, but you were nervous on the inside that they were judging you or that you just weren't like enough for them to like you or something. And it made you feel hopeless, helpless, powerless, pressured, anxiety, fear, okay, restricted. But now this person is mirroring all this. Now you've come out of this energy, this energetic hold that you were under, whatever it was. And it could have been that you meeting this person was meant to throw you also into this dark night of the soul. So you guys like made each other go through it. But you went through it first. And that's why it feels like you were so confused and you felt so trapped and restricted and like victimized and backed into a corner and so anxious, because that's what dark night of the soul does to us. It made you feel, it like brought out your deep dark insecurities. And when you were around this person, you just felt those dark insecurities coming out, and it was almost too much to handle. And now you've come out of that because you faced it and handled it and did what you needed to do to heal. But now this masculine is stuck in that last part, and he can't, he hasn't found the strength yet like you did to break through it. I think that he will, but it's going to be rough. Wow. Wow, this turned into a long one. I didn't even think it would be. Let me just get like one or two more tarot to end this up. I don't want to leave it like that. So Spirit, what is this masculine engaging in now? What is this masculine doing right now? Are they going to get through this dark night of the soul? Like, what's going on with them right now? Like, are they going to get through this? What is it that they want here as an outcome? What do they want with the collective? Just saw the Lovers card and the Chariot. All right, 2 flipped over. Oh my gosh, shut up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. This masculine is completely changing himself, his life, and everything about him inside and out for you. Period. He feels like he is, everything he does to better himself and better his life is an investment towards partnering up with you, whether it's in love, friendship, business, work endeavor, partnership. Wow. And listen, the first 2 cards out, you guys saw, is the Lovers and the 2 of frickin' Cups. These came out together. This is crazy. Both of these talk about love deeply. So for most of you, this person is madly in love with you, this fire sign or this masculine here. And then these were sticking out of the deck. The 2 of Swords is all about making decisions, and the King of Cups. This masculine has decided, okay, that they're in love with you. And if this is just a work thing, they're in love with your work ethic. They're in love with the knowledge that you possess. They're in love with the idea of how successful the 2 of you could be together working on something. Okay? And for others of you, if this is just supposed to be some kind of friendship, then this person is in love with the idea of being your best friend, being around you, spending time with you, getting to know you, learning what you know and sharing with you what they know and stuff like that. But for the most of you, this person is in love with you romantically, because that's what the King of Cups really be talking about with this Lovers and this 2 of Cups with the 2 of Swords. There is something really big here about this masculine has decided. They have made their decision, because the Lovers is about making a choice. The 2 of Cups is also about making a choice or choosing. And the 2 of Swords is about making a decision or a choice. It's like this masculine is choosing now because of meeting you, because of knowing you, because of this transformation that they have went through. They are choosing to want to feel love. They are choosing to want to feel their emotions. They're choosing to open up their heart chakra, because, oh yeah, these came out together, and this is somebody that closed off their heart chakra. So this is that masculine. He was cold, detached, and he closed his own self off on purpose. He refused to feel emotions because he didn't want to get hurt. That's, you know, like a trauma tactic. Now You have made him, he uncrossed his arms, and he's got a whole cup full of love to give, and he's just sitting there ready, willing, and waiting for the right time to give this love to you, because he has decided that it is time to give this love to you. It is time to feel these emotions for you. And he feels like it is way time to try to come in and make something happen here. And that's what I'm getting with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. It's like, this is what he wants. He wants to offer his cup of love to you, and he is hoping and praying that you are going to reciprocate and give your cup of love back. And I am heavily seeing twin flame energy here, okay? As we got the twin people here with their twin cups. We have the twin people here. All right. We have twin swords, two swords. Wow. Yeah, and then it looks like they're definitely going to come in, the World card too. They're definitely going to come in, try to open up a new cycle with you, or they want to be a part of the new cycle that you're coming into now that you've ended this other old cycle of your life. They're ready. They want to come in. They want to be a part of your new cycle. They want to at least be friends at first and then work their way up to more, but they want to be a close friend with you, where they're somebody that you celebrate with, somebody that you spend time with, somebody that you love and care about, somebody that you confide secrets with, you know, get into deep conversation, get intimate with, okay? And they're coming through with this Knight of Swords energy. They know they've been making big changes in their life, and they're ready for an opportunity with you. They're ready to seize this moment. They want to jump in head fucking first, okay? This knight is the fastest moving knight. They want to make this happen as quickly as possible, so they are on this, okay? They're impatient and also impulsive still, because that's some of their negative traits that still they haven't completely, you know, dealt with, but they've changed so much about themselves and their life that it seems like they realize the error of their ways. They realize that they were wrong with the way that they were behaving, with the actions they were taking, and all the negativity that they were submersing themselves in. They realize all of that was wrong, and they have made a lot of changes, but they still have a lot more changes to make, so just keep that in mind. They are still impatient, impulsive, so they do still entertain a little bit of low vibrational stuff, but it does feel like this masculine came a long way, and I just got to say, it's all because of whoever you are. Just meeting them for real, like, is crazy how much you changed this person. So, all right, I'm going to leave that there, you guys. But I love you guys with all my heart. I hope this finds whoever needs it. And I'm always sending love, light, and healing. See you guys in the next one. Bye.